22 for 32. I thought the attempts would be higher going into that game, not having a running game, so that's a little shocking to me. But he threw a pick and he didn't have any touchdowns. Matt Breida, who came in for Saquon Barkley, 4 carries, 17 yards. I'm not going to call all the guys out, but they had 29 yards rushing the whole ball game. Think about that for a minute. You got a quarterback that's not playing that well, but you don't have a running game at all, and you don't miss Saquon Barkley. I think you do. You have 4 guys out there that had rushing attempts, and all you can come up with is 29 yards between all 4 of them, including the quarterback. They got some issues. They got some serious issues. It gets worse with the receivers. Darius Slayton, 3 catches for 32 yards. And he's supposed to be the highlight of that offense on the receiving end. Gary Brightwell, 2 catches, 31 yards. Then it just goes down 6 for 24, 4 for 20, 4 for 21. It just doesn't get any easier or better. They lucky they even have 12 points. They lucky they didn't get blown out worse than what they did last night. On the defensive end, Michael McFadden, 10 tackles, 9 solo. Bobby Okereke, 9 tackles, 6 solo. You just don't see anything here. Brock Purdy. I know the 49ers got to be very excited about Brock Purdy coming in playing well this season. They've been through a handful of quarterbacks that start one year, won't finish the season as a starter, refocusing on another quarterback coming in, hoping he could be the franchise quarterback. They just thrown so many quarterbacks in their arsenal, and they look like they finally found somebody in Brock Purdy. Now, hope he don't taper off at the end of the year. Hope he don't come in next year, fall completely off the map, because it seems like that's what's happening with these 49ers quarterbacks. Maybe they found something in Brock Purdy. 25 for 37, 310 yards, 8.4 on average, 2 touchdown passes, and no interceptions. Still a young guy. They might have found their franchise quarterback. We're not going to say it too much right now, but they might have found their franchise quarterback. We're going to see when the playoffs get here. Is he going to crumble in the playoffs? Because this team is built for Super Bowl. I think everybody can see that now. They came in this year just like the Cowboys, licking their chops, hungry, foaming at the mouth. And you don't think the Eagles got some things to worry about and they have to make sure they stay sharp? Got some contenders out there in this NFC now, fighting hard. So they have a lot of work to continue to do. Christian McCaffrey, I don't know what else to say about this guy. They say he's the highest paid running back, rightfully so. He might need a few more pennies. 18 carries, 85 yards. He could do better than that, but 85 yards, almost 5 average. And 1 touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, 11 carries, 42 yards, almost 4 on average. So they did some mixing in with the run. Christian McCaffrey, he just does everything. The man can block, the man can run, the man can catch out of the backfield. He's tough as nails. You just cannot go through this guy. Runs hard, got speed. That's the best thing that happened to the 49ers, is picking this guy up, sending him over there. He's feeling good about things. He loves being there. They're on a mission, and they're trying to go and win a Super Bowl, and I can see that. This team is built for the long run, and what we did to them last year for the Eagles, knocking and bumping them out, you don't think they took that to the offseason? Took that to the offseason, very disgruntled. So I don't think going into last night, nobody's shocked about the Giants losing. Everybody in America expected that. They would have shocked us if anything. But the performance they put up, we expected that, no doubt. But they got problems over there. I don't think it could be fixed. I don't think Saquon Barkley coming back is going to fix their problems. I just don't see it. Yeah, they're going to run a lot better, but that offensive line is going to have to show up a lot harder. Daniel Jones will have to find his groove, and he's going to have to get into it fast, and you're going to have to keep it. Because if not, you're going to be at the bottom of this division. Because I got to look back on it. We did the division rankings earlier in the season, and I'm trying to figure, did I have the Giants at the bottom or did I have the Redskins at the bottom? I want to say I had the Redskins at the bottom of that division, didn't I? I believe I did. So that's going to have to be flip-flopped. It's too late for it now, but it looks like the Giants are going to be at the bottom of that division if they don't get it together. Because Washington's moving. They're moving. And we already know about Philadelphia, and we already know about the Cowboys. They're going to stay pretty much at the top tier. So it's basically the Giants and Washington trying to battle for not being last. But if I was to bet on it now, the way the Giants are looking, they just can't get it together. The 49ers are the real deal, right there with the Cowboys in the NFC. I don't think it's too many other teams you got to worry about. You say the Packers, but Packers are young. They're still trying to find themselves. You got Atlanta over there, same thing. A whole bunch of young talent, fast, furious, and fanatic. So you got to be careful. Because these guys here, man, they can do it all. They have all levels taken care of for these 49ers. Then you come down here, Deebo Samuels. What about this guy? You don't think he's on a mission? Seems like he gets tougher and tougher and tougher each year coming in. 6 catches, 129 yards, 21.5 on average, and a touchdown. He's been targeted 12 times. 40 was his long. But did you see that one catch where he broke like 5 tackles? Did not want to go down. Dude is sturdy. He is built and tough as a stack of lumber. You cannot chop this guy down. Tough. Built like a running back. Can catch any pass. Can take it to the house. Burrow over guys. That's why I say this team is too well balanced. And we have to get sharp. This NFC is too tight right now. Too tight. And if you just slip off a little bit, you know, like talking to your quarterback about you not getting the ball enough. Quarterback saying, hold on, we're going to get to you. We're winning the ball game. There's bigger things at hand. Little slippage like that can cost you when you face teams like this. They're together. They're on a mission. Cowboys on a mission. We're going to get into that. Let's get into the quick team stats. First downs. I mean, they demolished them on first downs. New York 10, 49ers 26. What about the passing yards? 121 to 300. 121 to 300. Who you think got that? The 49ers, of course. Go down there to rushing. That rushing is just pitiful for the Giants. 29 yards rushing the whole night. Last time we seen that. To the 49ers, 141. Then you come down here to penalties, 6 for 37 for the Giants, 6 for 71 for the 49ers. So that went too off balance. I mean, they got their share of penalties in this ball game. The Giants turned it over one time, but the 49ers didn't turn it over at all. Time of possession, 20 minutes and 50 seconds for the Giants and 39 minutes and 10 seconds for the 49ers. So the 49ers control the ball. They had it the longest. And there you have it, man. When you can't run the ball and you're not passing it either. Yeah, his percentage wasn't too off on his passing, but look at the yardage, 137 yards and an interception. That's not making a difference. Deebo had 29 yards. So when you can't run the ball and you only pass for 137 yards, you got big problems. So this was from the get-go. It looked like the Giants at one point was going to stay in the game and they was going to fight back. They wasn't going to go away. But after a while, reality sets in. And with a defense like the 49ers, which they only gave up 12, well, we talk about great defenses. You keep them in the teens or 12, lower, that's even better. That's a great defense. 21 points and under in the NFL. You keep a team 21 points and under, that's a great defense. That is a great defense. That shows up. I don't care what happens out there. 49ers got 30 points. You can keep them under 21, you good in this league. Keep them out of the 30s for sure, but 28, I can't call you a good defense or a great defense if you let a team score 28 points. Not going to do it. But if you allow them to score 21 points on average, those games are winnable. That shows you can stop people. Giving up 3 touchdowns the whole ball game, that's great. So that's it on that one. We're going to get into this Trevon Diggs. Man, that's a big blow for Dallas. A huge blow. What does that mean for their team moving forward? Or they're still contenders for a Super Bowl without Trevon Diggs? That remains to be seen. We're going to put some plugs in the socket, and we'll be right back with that one.